Today we are planting a brand new coral reef in Bali. Yes, actually planting one. Why are we doing this? Because our survival, the air we breathe and the food we eat, depends on the hidden life support system right beneath the waves. And the crazy thing, a few tiny broken coral fragments can help bring an entire underwater ecosystem back to life. This is the story of how we turned a simple snorkeling day into something with real purpose. The last time Sarah and I did something like this, it was in Ranong, Thailand, planting mangroves to protect the coastline from storms and tsunamis. And it felt so rewarding that we promised ourselves we'd do more travel with purpose. So this time in Bali, we chose to help restore something equally important: the coral reef, the rainforest of the ocean. Coral reefs are home to over 25% of all marine life. They protect coastlines, they feed communities, and they keep ocean ecosystems alive. But around the world, including Bali, reefs are dying from bleaching, pollution, and human impact. And that's exactly why we're here. We joined Reef Restoration Bali, the biggest coral restoration project in the region. Here, locals, divers, and even travelers like us work together to rebuild damaged reef, one coral at a time. Before we could enter the ocean, we needed to learn how coral restoration actually works.
Right here. So that's our pontoon. That's where we are right now. And then if you look in front of us, so in front here, that's where our restoration site is. So it's quite big already. And then you can see like this dark line here, right? So this dark spot, that's not natural. That's what we built with the coral restoration project. And then if we look over here, you can see all these streaks, right?
Yeah.
So these streaks are also not natural. Those are all of our coral nurseries.
We started with coral fragments, tiny pieces harvested from the nurseries that would not normally survive on the ocean floor. But if you give them something solid to grow on, they can become healthy coral colonies again. This is where the reef stars come in, metal frames covered in sand coating designed to mimic the natural reef skeleton. We learned how to position each fragment so it faces sunlight and how to space them so they don't compete, but grow together.
So you just put it like that, and then you put one cable tie around it, you close it up, and then before you fully tighten it, you want to move this excess part down. So we don't want that to touch the coral. It should only touch the structure. Then you'd make it nice and tight. Then after that, you use a second cable tie and try to just spread them around a little bit so you don't put them right next to each other. When you place them on the side, make sure they face up. So you can see they have these pointed tips here. This is the coral growing up. So try not to plant it like this. Plant it like that so it can continue growing up.
Okay, nice and beautiful. We're ready to go.
This is where the magic begins. We swam out toward the restoration site, carrying our coral structure with us, and immediately it felt like entering another world. And beneath us, dozens of hexagonal frames forming a new reef city. As we reached the right area, our guide dove down, found the perfect spot, and anchored our structure into the seabed, joining hundreds of others already growing.
So later, one of the divers, he will go and attach it to the other structures. So in case there's any waves, it won't fly away. Yeah. So if you want, what we can do is we can swim over there first to check out what the divers are doing, and then after that we can explore here a little bit more.
Perfect.
Okay?
Yes.
As we snorkeled around the area, we passed over divers hard at work on the ocean floor. From our perspective, it felt like watching a construction site, only instead of concrete and cranes, everything here was alive. We could hear the rhythmic hammering underwater echoing through the reef like a slow heartbeat. Bubbles drifted up from the deep, rising in slow motion. Swimming through them felt like a tiny celebration of new life and hope for the reef. These divers spend hours placing new structures, securing reef stars, and checking on nurseries. They're like underwater gardeners, measuring growth, cleaning frames, rescuing damaged fragments, and making sure every tiny coral has a chance to survive. Watching them from above made us realize restoring a reef isn't just science, it's dedication, patience, and a whole lot of passion. Everywhere we looked, life was returning. Coral nurseries filled with baby corals, starfish resting on the reef, schools of fish weaved through the structures, and the best part? We spotted a turtle gliding past. Proof that this place is coming back to life. For us, this wasn't just snorkeling, it was giving back, and it felt incredible. We returned to the boat alongside the restoration team, divers who spent hours underwater each day to protect this ecosystem. On the way back, I kept thinking about the corals we planted. They won't become a reef overnight. It takes years, but they will grow. And that reminded me of the power of small actions. For us, one of those small actions was partnering with Smailing DMC, who run eco-friendly tours with a fully electric vehicle to help keep Bali's air cleaner and its beauty intact. Today's tour was part of their eco experiences here in Bali. So if you're in Bali and want to give back to nature the way we did, check the link in the description and maybe plant your own coral. Travel responsibly, not because we have to, but because the world we love deserves it.